Hello everyone, my name is Crystal. Welcome back to this little piece of YouTube that I have. Today is going to be just a quick book chat update video, little weekly update. Not a whole lot of reading going on over here, so it's going to be probably a quickie one. But I finished a couple of things and in progress with some other things, so let's get going. Again, my child is humming outside of the door. Such is my life. But I finished a couple of things. They were both audiobooks, because that's what I seem to be finishing these days is audiobooks. But that's okay. It's fine. I've been spending a lot of time actually doing cross stitch lately. My cross stitch bug has come back. So I've been kind of dividing my very little bit of spare time that I have with reading and cross stitching, and then other things that have been distracting me along the way recently. But anyway, let's get going. So I did finish Mr. Mercedes. I forgot to bring that book up here. I do own that book, but I forgot it downstairs. But anyway, this is the sort of Stephen King read-along book for this month. And I did pull it up on audio though. And overall, I like this one. It's really solid, just kind of crime story. And most King readers probably know this story, but we follow Bill Hodges, who is a retired, was he a detective? No, he wasn't a detective. I don't even remember. Retired law enforcement person. And he's a bit depressed and down, you know. He's feeling kind of old. But one of his sort of old unsolved crimes kind of comes back to light, and perhaps this the perpetrator has something else planned in the future and is sort of roping Bill Hodges into this scheme of his. That's the general idea, and honestly, yeah, it was just it was a fun story. It was a good story. I really enjoyed the two perspectives. We get, perspective from Bill, and we also get perspective from our, what's the word? The bad guy. I'm like, words, what are they? Anyway, the bad guy. And we learn a lot about his backstory and why is he doing this and all that kind of stuff. And I thought that was actually pretty interesting because, of course, Stephen King being Stephen King, he's good at writing a character and good at making you kind of feel some sort of way, even about a bad character, because we see this character has a lot of past trauma and not had the best upbringing, so in a way you kind of feel sorry for him, but then also he's murdered a bunch of people, so, but you do at times there's that, but gosh, did he really have a choice kind of thing? Yes, we always have a choice, but you know what I'm trying to say. I'm rambling now, but anyway, so I was excited to finally dig into this story, and I know it's part of a trilogy, so I'm sure we will get to the other books at some point as the wheel is spun on our Stephen King read along. And yeah, glad to have that one under the belt, so we can continue on with the series at some point. And yeah, it was good. It was pretty good. It had some of the same qualms of King using the N-word, some awkward ableism. Seemed to be par for the course with Steve, but it wasn't too over the top in this one. But also, you're someone who has been writing for a lot of times. There has to be a way other than, having a character constantly using the N-word to show that they're a not good person, right? I don't know. Maybe that's just me. But overall, it was a good crime story, so I enjoyed it. I then finished up a reread for me, They're There by Tommy Orange. This was the book club choice for my little book club that I run with some friends, and this is my second time going through this, and it's so good, y'all. If you've not read this book yet, you've got to read this book. we follow a bunch of characters as we kind of meet these characters. They're all indigenous characters, as the Tommy Orange is also an indigenous person here in the U.S. And most of the characters are from the Oakland, California area, and we learn about them and a lot of their background of dealing with a lot of the things that they had to deal with growing up, abuse and alcohol abuse, things like that. And then everything culminates though at this big powwow, this big Oakland powwow, and how that all sort of culminates at the end to the story. I'm not explaining this very well because I don't want to give anything away, honestly, but the characters in here are so rich. They're so honest, and it's beautifully written. It's so beautifully written. Even reading it again, I'm just like, oh God, it's heartbreaking. It's heartwarming. It's everything. It's all of the emotions, and it's, I don't want to say it's perfection, but it's damn near close, I would say. I love this book. Again, I'm even reading it again, I just was blown away by the story. So if you've not read it yet, you've got to. You need to read this story. There, Tommy Orange. All the stars. I love it. And let's see. Yeah, that's all I finished. Yeah. Yeah, it's been a week, you guys. But I'm making progress on some things. I am still plugging away Arm of the Sphinx by Josiah Bancroft. I'm up to page 250, so I mean, I'm making progress. I'm getting there. I'm plugging away. I think I read a little bit more in House of Chains this week, not much. And I did start The Dreaming Stars by Tim Pratt. This is book 2 of the Axiom series. This is a space opera story, and I read book 1 back in September, I think it was. Doing a buddy read with this with my pal Mike, and so we decided to continue on with the series together and reading book 2 this month. And we're back with our sort of ragtag group of characters, and I'm about maybe 45-ish%, give or take, with this one. It's been a bit of a slow start for me with this one. I don't know, we're getting a lot of backstory, and then a lot of just sort of information about this world that as it exists now, you know. And so it's been a bit of a slow start for me, but I think it's gonna pick up soon now, because they were off investigating some disappearances on this planet. So I'm hoping the action will start to kick in. I mean, a little more action, but I am enjoying it. The characters in here are just a lot of fun, and very layered and complex, and I enjoy them. So I am enjoying the story, but I'm ready for some action. So that's it. That's been my reading. So slow going, but you know, it's fine. It is what it is. I did put in a little bit of an order. I did pick up the Diver's Game by Jesse Ball. I loved Census so much that I read by Jesse Ball earlier this year, and I just want to check something else out by him, and I thought, why not this one? I don't even really know what it's about. I just know that this was a couple of dollars, so I picked it up. I think possibly it's like a dystopia type story. I'm not even sure though. Don't get me the line, you know, as we say around here. I picked up a lovely copy of Wuthering Heights. The Emily Bronte. I have never read Wuthering Heights, but it is my book club choice for December for my little book club with friends. And I found this really lovely. It's a soft yet. But I don't know how to explain this book. It's a hard soft cover. I don't know if that makes sense. But anyway, again, this is a classic. I don't even really know what it's about. I just know I want to read it because I've never read it before. So, and it's a book club choice. So we'll get to that in November. while I was at it, I saw this copy of Last of the Mohicans. My husband had hinted that he wanted to read this story. It's one of his favorite movies. Like, he loves this movie, and it's a great movie. And he said, you know, I would kind of like to read the book actually one day. So I was like, okay, Christmas idea, all right. So they had this nice, lovely copy of Last of the Mohicans as well in this edition, which is Paper Mill Press. Very, very pretty. Both of these, the ends. Oh, very nice. Ooh la la. So, and then I picked up The Toll for a couple of bucks. Have I read books 1 and 2 of this series? Absolutely not. No, I have not. Why am I like this? I don't know. But anyway, I think that's everything I've picked up recently. And that's it. That's been my reading week. A little slow, but that's okay. It's fine. I still got some books finished, and I made some progress on some other ones. That's what it's all about, my friends. I actually feel like I'm missing something, but I don't think so. I think I covered everything. Yeah. So I did want to do something a little, if you're still watching, I hope you still are, Lord. I don't get a lot of watch time, but that's fine. If you're still watching, I do want to do a little giveaway here on the channel. And I want to sort of put my two passions together of reading and stitching, and I want to give away a handmade bookmark that will be made by me for you. So I want to open this up to anybody. This will, because it's just a bookmark, international entries are welcome, because I can just still pop it in an envelope and send it out, and it won't be crazy expensive. So I want to make a bookmark for you. So it can be anything you want. You want your name on it, you want a book quote, you want unicorns, you want Bigfoot, I don't care, whatever you want on it. I will try my best, of course, to stitch something for you. Just as a thank you for tuning into the channel, and I did hit 1,000 subscribers, a little bit ago. So just as a thank you for everyone who has supported me moving into making a bit more bookish videos, and while still also including in some of my stitchy peeps that do tune in for some of my book videos. So if you're interested, definitely just write in the comment, I would love a bookmark or something like that, and I will enter the drawing. I'm gonna leave this open for a couple of weeks, so the first Friday of December, I think that is the 3rd, that's when I will kind of close it off, and I will try to draw the name on my next Saturday video. So if you're interested, just put something in the bottom of, yes, I would love a bookmark, something like that, and I'll enter your name, and that'll get you into the drawing. Easy peasy. So thanks as always for watching and your support of this, like I said, my little spice of YouTube here, my little spot in the world. And I'll catch you in the next video. Thanks again. All right.